the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader, Gotham City's guardian angel. Let's get one thing straight. I love Batman. The first comic book I ever bought was The Dark Knight Returns, and I was immediately hooked. I once stood in line for 3 hours to get Frank Miller's autograph, and when we finally got face to face, I was so tongue-tied I could barely speak. Me could barely speak. But come on, the mystery, the internal conflict, the passion for justice, how could I not want to be Batman? I gotta be Batman! From secret identity to superhero, all in a matter of stitches. I'm Marcy of Una Baluna, a comic book junkie and lover of all things fabric. Inspired by some of DC's most iconic characters, we're gonna get creative. Sewing, spraying, stenciling our way to custom costumes fitted for the whole family. Batman made his debut in 1939, a creature of the night who moved through the shadows of Gotham City, fighting the dark criminal underworld. Over time, his look has evolved and adapted, but specific elements have remained iconic. The dark colors, bat ears on the cowl, a swooping cape, and the signature bat emblem on the chest, all of them, unmistakably, Batman. So now let's talk about our take. Now, I told you, I love Batman, and that's who I want to be. Not Batgirl, not Batwoman. Listen, these heroes are awesome and they have their own looks, but I'm gonna make a Batman costume, specifically designed for a woman. We're gonna start with the classic black bodysuit, we're gonna add a deeper neckline, and then the classic black emblem. Then, that shadowy black cape, but with a modern spin. We're gonna take the current cape blazer trend and give it a Dark Knight vibe. And I think it's gonna be fierce. We're gonna do some simple repurposing for the boots and create a cowl for a completely customized and unique Batman costume for a chick. Let's make something. This is a pattern that I've used before. I know it fits me. I don't have to worry about any of the seams not lining up where I want them to line up. If you don't have a pattern in your stash, then you're gonna have to look for a pattern that you like. This fabric is a stretchy, sort of pleather-backed scuba fabric. The edges don't fray. This is a cut edge of this fabric. It doesn't fray. That's gonna make it easier on you when you're making this jacket. You're not gonna have to worry about the inside seams. If you choose a fabric that frays, that's all right, more power to you. You've just got some more sewing to do, which is not necessarily a bad thing because sewing is awesome. This edge of your fabric here is your selvage, and it should match up with the grain line of your pattern. There's an arrow on your pattern that shows you the grain line, and you wanna be sure that aligns with the edge of your fabric. That's straight now. I'll throw a little weight on top of that, and then you're just gonna chalk around your pattern piece. So you just wanna do the same thing with every single pattern piece. Make sure it's aligned with the selvage. This next piece, you actually have to cut it on the fold. You're not going to fold this fabric. Don't fold this fabric. This fabric is very thick. If you fold this fabric and cut it on the fold, your jacket back is gonna come out about ½ an inch bigger than it should. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. Just trust me. So you're gonna trace out this half of the pattern, mark the center, and flip it. That's 3 pieces of a bat jacket. Now I gotta do 3 more. You just flip the patterns on the other side and trace them again. Now we get to cut it. And cut on the inside of that line that you chalked. All right, got my pieces cut. Let's go to the machine. Come on. Okay, we got our pattern pieces all cut out, and now we're going to pin them together and sew them, which is the funnest part. Just gonna match up each seam line. Time to sew. And I am taking the pins out as I go. Don't sew over your pins. You like your eyes? Don't sew over your pins. I like my eyes. You backstitch at the beginning and the end of each seam so that your jacket doesn't come apart on you while you're walking around. Now, you've got a seam, y'all. You've sewn your first seam. You still got more to do. This fabric is a little finicky, it's a little sticky on top, and most sewing machines don't like that. Presser foot, which is metal, will stick to the fabric. So there's a cool little trick I got for you. You just get yourself magic tape, as it's sometimes called, because it is magic, and put it under your presser foot. You're basically creating a MacGyvered Teflon foot for like 50 cents instead of like $8. Now, we have to grade one edge of the seam and fold it over on itself and top stitch it. It sounds complicated, it's not. You've got a top stitch seam. You are so fancy. You're so fancy. Now we're just gonna do that to all the rest of the seams. Done. I've left the shoulders open because that is where we're going to insert our cape, which I think is gonna look really cool. I really hope it's gonna look really cool. Now, we're gonna make a quick cape pattern. It's easier than it sounds. You got your jacket laid out flat, the shoulder seams are undone. You've got your easy pattern tracing paper and trace around the back neckline. I'm gonna go about 4 inches down from the back neckline. Now I'm gonna cut this out with my paper cutting scissors, not my fabric scissors. Cape pattern. Fold it in half. Just mark the center. We're going to take our cape fabric. I'm very excited about this. Take your facing pattern that you just made, lay it down on the fold of this fabric. It's okay that we're folding this fabric now because it's a cape. It's supposed to be voluminous. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm going to chalk a line extending right from that shoulder seam all the way to the edge of the fabric. I want the cape to be crazy. I'm using all the fabric I got left. I'm gonna give myself a little notch. A notch is a mark to remind yourself when you're sewing something, hey, stop sewing right there, or various other things. And now we're going to cut the cape fabric. You got to your notch, make a little teeny snip. Cape. And now we sew. Is a heavy duty machine. Now, quiet, we're going to pin the cape right onto the neckline. Now you just gotta sew along this seam. This is a lot of fabric to manage. You do what you gotta. Neckline. We're going to sandwich these seams. Work with me here. You take the edge of your cape fabric, fold it back a bit, reach underneath it, and find your front shoulder seam. Bring that around to the back and pin those 3 layers together. And then you're going to sew right along there. Remember when I notched my cape fabric before? That was to remind me where to stop sewing the cape seam. See that little notch? It totally matches up with the front and back jacket shoulder seams. That's like, hey, Marcy, don't sew past me. The fabric speaks to me sometimes. The fabric speaks to me all the time. It's just one of the many voices in my head. I'm gonna sew this one at a 5/8 seam allowance, and you're going to repeat that for the other side. Moment of truth. Flip it right side out. Cape jacket. I can't wait to try it on. I'm at least put it on a dress form. Ain't nobody lying on the floor to cut a hem. We're gonna batify the hemline of the cape. I've got my utility belt on. Basically, I'm just gonna start winging it. You get it? I'm gonna start winging it. Wing number 1. Wing number 2. Wing number 3. Wing number 4. Wait. Wing number 5. What does it look like? That's all right. I might clean it up a little bit, but that's all right. I got things to do. I'll be back. All right, citizens of Gotham, you're gonna make a bodysuit. Don't freak out. You can make a bodysuit. You just made a cape jacket. You can make a bodysuit. Same deal. I've got a body sloper here, a back, and a front. I cut out 2 of each, and now I'm going to baste them together. You're gonna sew the center front seam and the center back seam. You're gonna join them up now. Right sides together. Got your back piece, you've got your front piece laid on top, and then stitch those 2 side seams. Same deal, basting stitch. Now it's time to do the inseam and sew it just like the other seams. All you have to do now is sew up the shoulder seams, basted bodysuit. Before we go any further, we're gonna make sure this thing fits. Okay, the fit is right, the color is right, but it doesn't really scream Batman right now, so I'm just gonna freehand a bat onto it with some chalk. There's no pattern for this. You can always erase chalk. I think I'm gonna put a wing there, and then another one there, and one there, and another swoop back up to the side. And it needs some shoulder accents. I'm gonna get some contrasting fabric and jazz this up. First, remove the basting from the side seams of your bodysuit. Next, take some tracing paper, lay it out on top of your bodysuit, and trace around the chalked accent marks. Cut those out, and now you've got your new pattern pieces. Use those pattern pieces to cut out bat accents in contrasting fabric. The last step is to back those in glue paper, and now they're ready for your bodysuit. All right, I got my pieces, I got my bodysuit. This is the magic part. We're gonna pull that paper off of the back of the accent, stick it onto the bodysuit. Got my bat on as well. Take your little silk organza pressing cloth, it's very fancy, and steam the accents. It's like the mist of Gotham City. If you don't have silk organza, you could use a towel, a linen cloth, an old sheet. You got options. Bat accented bodysuit. I'm gonna stitch this up and put it on me. Bodysuit, done. Cape jacket, done. Bat accents, done. All that's left is a couple finishing touches. Okay, I got a scrap of my cape fabric, but this Batman needs her Robin. Rob! Can you cut my eye holes out?
What?
Where are you?
What are you talking about?
Can you cut my eye holes out?
What?
I need you to draw around my eye holes.
Okay.
Take this chalk, trace around my eyeballs, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. I'm not very good at this, babe.
No, you're great at this.
No, I'm not.
You're rocking this, I can tell.
Okay.
Got it?
I guess.
Okay, thanks, babe.
You bet.
That was awesome. All right, now you're gonna channel your inner bat. This is fun, this is easy. You're gonna draw some bat ears on it and a bat nose on it. Look for some images of Batman if you need some help, but just freehand it. Rob, it's ready.
Great. What's ready?
The Bat costume. Meet me in the garage.
Why the garage?
The lighting's better.
She's right. That is sweet! Oh my gosh, you look great in black.
Thank you.
Can you make me one?
There can't be two Batmans.
I didn't say Batman.
Well, who you want to be?
Aquaman.
I could rock Aquaman.
Hey, you could maybe a trident.